So maybe what I just discussed, the issue I just discussed, is actually a GSZ times few in the sideboard argument, and boarded in against Boros. Because if you have 7 mana Titan with a single amulet, you can Analyst Loop. It's pretty hard to bring. So it's the 61st card against Boros. Yeah, Amulet untaps the treasures, that's crazy. Let's play another Golden League because they are addicting. I won my 6 chests, I need to win 6 more. Would this hand be better or keepable with a forest? I don't think so. This seems alright. Thoughts on Dome, Harvey's latest list with 3 GSZ and no explores. Dome is built differently. When I have to GSD for a Grazer to ramp, I cringe. It feels so bad. When Dome does that, it's absolutely fine for him. That's the main difference in our approach. Did we put the map in? No, I won the game, so it was fine. You know, the game is more stressful, but you win in the end anyways. The map didn't actually end up costing you. I did not complete Lorelei yet. I think I'm close to. I'm at 75 or 80% roofs recovered. Would this have been a keep without Mycosynth? No. Or a very weak one. But I think I would prefer to mulligan to 5 if I wouldn't have Mycosynth. So yeah, it is nice that Mycosynth Gardens just widens your keep range quite significantly. Game 1. Often it makes a hand into a hand that's good enough to keep. Alright, I shut my pants for a bit, but it's just flash, it's alright. Well, Mycosynth unnecessary, I guess. It's always a bit weird that they don't hit a Johnny in a spot like this. Wait, 2 amulets? Where's my remaining amulets? Okay, 1 exile by Ragavan. We are so close to keep coming back around to 3 gardens per Mamul to kill on turn 3. Well, you already get to do that. The thing with Mycosynth Gardens is that it is not... The second one is almost never good. Guess they want to keep up Charm. Sure, but if they hit the token, they can still do that, right? If they had a Charm, they would have killed my Saga. They don't have a Charm. They would have just killed my Saga, like don't bait me into thinking about cards that my opponent doesn't have in their hand. Double discharge. I mean, in any case, whatever you're holding up, you still want to kill your cat to flip a Johnny. Or I'm scanned. I can't. That's Mr. Beast. Amulet. Any new changes with Final Fantasy? Probably not. The only Amulet adjacent card is the Chocobo. Traveling Chocobo, I think the name is. Which is a green creature that can act as a second amulet, so that's kinda nice. Well, that's why I said it's adjacent to playability, but you know, it's like a creature that doesn't make much sense. Commander cards are not legal in Modern. This way I can't even get Autumn's Chanted anymore. Unfortunately, it's a gold league, so my opponent will never scoop in this spot. It's all about the cutthroat competition, so I need to play in the off chance that I time out in game 3. Yeah, if you play GSZ and you can play Chocobo, but I think that's not too serious because I don't want to play GSZ in the first place and I don't want to litter my deck with funny targets. It's so weird. Don't people practice for paper-like settings? Well, sometimes you practice, sometimes playing here is the end goal. Those are actually very small Mr. Beasts. It's a bit of an issue. Very small. Yeah, kurka, no. Kurka, rurka. Dupa. We had Chocobo with Nadu, that would be funny. Double triggers from Nadu. This ability triggers only twice each turn, but actually... Wait, how does that work then? I guess it triggers an additional time, but it still only triggers twice, right? So there is still a cap of 2 triggers per turn. That's my assumption on how it works. I think that would be the case, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, I mean, Omnath is different, but I think Omnath actually doesn't really do anything similar. Because Omnath specifically says that if this ability resolves the nth time, then X thing happens. So yeah, it is true that it has resolved for the second time this turn. It doesn't say that it can only trigger 3 times per turn. It's just so that you can trigger Omnath 5 times, but the 4th plus times don't do anything. I mean, I'm not expecting my opponent to concede, but I'm just trying to win. This is the fastest I can do it with no Spelunking chat, so Spelunking truly key part of the combo. Dalej, kurwa, no. Rezolwujcie. Here comes Spelunking. Nesting grounds? Does that even work? Minus 45. Alright, we dealt enough. Quick restart of Magic Online. Is this game of Magic nurturing your brain? Yeah. My brain is very stimulated and nurtured today. Any modern Shelly today? No challenges today. No challenges today, no qualifier tonight, and no streams during the weekend actually. Next stream will be Monday. I had my 30th birthday yesterday, so tomorrow I am throwing a little bit of a party for that reason, and it's have to do some preparation in the evening for that. So I guess no challenges today for that reason. Padital, thank you very much for your Prime Gaming sub. Okay, we are in game. Pizza and soda and ice cream, cake and chips. There's gonna be cake. And probably some soda, yeah. Seems like we're going to 61 with the inclusion of the Green Sun's Zenith. So thank you, chat. Well, this will be a Mulganos as we have no lands, I guess. Pretty easy. What's a gold league? Dismember is just 2 life expensive here, right? Sure, you could say that, but also think to yourself, why do you want a Dismember in your hand and what is a target for Dismember? What is a desirable target for Dismember? And you'll soon realize that you actually can't name a single creature that trades badly with Dismember or that you need to kill with Dismember, and then you will not play it. Do I ever side in Force of Vigor against Boros? For game 3 if I get Blood Moon on game 2. Vexing Bauble. I don't really get that. March my Amulet. Ale kurwa, zestaw kart tutaj. They exile my Mycosynth. I've had a person bring in Vexing Bauble yesterday or 2 days ago. I think Wednesday I played a challenge, so I also didn't really understand that, but would like to draw a Crumbling Vestige, a Gruul Turf, something along those lines. Dawaj, jeszcze Ocelota. O kurwa, 2 Hajani. Well, that's a bit worse. They did think about that for some reason. Seems like a pretty obvious play to me. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem, osiem, so I die next turn. If I play Lotus Field, I have 4 mana. Then what? Explore. Hit Lotus Field, Echoing Deeps and win. Seems like the only real way to win. Well, guess I get to survive. Wow. So if they draw lands, Ocelot Pride. Takže lądy, no właśnie. Nie ma lądów. Opponents considering if they should plus a Johnny. They probably should zero, but maybe plussing has some merit. Probably not. What's a good draw? An Amulet? Oh, that's a decent draw. Yeah, that's an alright draw. I'll just do it and I'll play the Analyst. If I hit a Lotus Field next turn in my draw step, that's gonna be really good. If I draw an Amulet, that's gonna let me win. Well, win. Return Lotus Field, so just a lot of mana. So far from winning actually, but perhaps if I draw something useful with my Spelunking. They do have to plus a Johnny again to get an attack through my past my Analyst. Two Ajanis? Even more counters. So next turn they deal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they add 4. So that's 13. So I will need to block. If I block 2, I take 11, so I survive. That's fine then. So Analyst also survives if my math was correct. Oh, that's okay. If they ult a Johnny, it's no issue. If they hopefully they draw a land now. Static Prison. That's potentially bad. No, that's alright. Is it alright? Well, it is not alright. Scapeshift, I guess, is what I want to draw. Bounce land is not a Scapeshift, but close to. Ja pierdolę, dobra, co teraz, no? Puszczaj ten kurwa priorytet, śmieciu, no. Moja tura jest. Teraz ja gram. Kurwa, no puszczaj, no, ziomuś. No, I'm a bit short. I can't free the Analyst and then combo and have enough mana. Because I would need 2 more mana to do that. So that's why I needed to draw Scapeshift, and I would get Lotus Field, Bounce Land, Boseiju. With Titan in hand, yeah, then I would kill this, would be fine. So opponent boarded in Vexing Bauble, which is a reason not to bring Force of Vigor. Alas. Let's go. I think we can do better than this. No Amulet, flooded on big cards. We can do better than this. I guess I can play Vestige on turn 1 to save Cave to actually gain 4 life, might be relevant. Because turn 2 I'm going in Gruul Turf bounce Vestige anyways. So I don't really lose out on the Vestige value. No 1-drop. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? Alright, I can win on 20 life. Oh no, actually I don't have double green now. Whoops. That was horrible. But it's fine, I can crave for a bounce land, pick up Vestige, replay it, then I have double green. It's good, it's good. Kaneki, when you created Amulet archetype, did you think the deck would survive this long? When I first played Amulet, I mean to say I created it is a bit much maybe, but when I began playing, I did not think this many years into the future at all. Double Scapeshift for win now? No, I'll just do one. Holy shit, good looking ass. Thank you very much. With your gifted subs, the birthday is gonna be really happy now indeed. Never punished? No, I was never punished anyways. The Vestige was fine. The cave for Vestige, it was alright, chat. Are prelims obsolete? Well, I don't know. But Golden Leagues feel pretty good, I guess, if you're 4-1 or 5-0. If you don't, then they feel bad. Now, will you? That's a question for you. I think clock was mentioned a bunch game 1 because it was a bit slow. Oh, I should have copied Arena of Glory for actual optimization of clock. Missed new tech. Unusual speedrun, speed tech. Golden leagues are just piss leagues. I don't know what that would mean, but I guess you could say that. Golden shower equals piss fetish. Yeah, but I still don't. I understand that. I still don't know how it really connects. Well played, opponent. So The funny thing is that opponent basically opened MTGO. They clicked join match. But what instead happened is that they sat down and watched a 24-minute video of Canister underscore MTG comboing off with Amulet Titan. So basically, yeah, they basically as if they just watched Twitch. "24 minutes of doing the double Scapeshift line to ramp +3 mana, exactly." Lexi, kto to kurwa było Lexi? Głupio wyjdzie, że nie pamiętam. Steam and Saga van? That's wild. In that case, I'll make a construct to block the monkey. So it is just Zoo. Should have played a third Amulet, right? For playing the Woodland. I'm drawing really well. Where is Mirrorpool? Oh, here. I was looking at my deck. Where the hell is Mirrorpool? It's typically above Lotus Field. H, ABCD, GHJKLM, LMN, LMN. So it's below Lotus Field, but I guess it is not right now. Well, Mr. Beast time then. Can I Mr. Beast? I can't. Well, I missed more mana than one, actually. I think I can... I am fine stand still. I had green, or rather blue, untap, red, untap, green, 1, 2, 3, 4, bounce Spelunking, get Hanweir to haste to Titan. Why not Otawara Titan for 2 more bounces a ritual? Yeah, I don't know. I could have done a lot of stuff, probably. I still win, so I don't really care all that much. Whatever. Your move. I have 22 life and Boseiju up. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be just fine and just alright. Simic Growth Chamber has been taken away from me. So now I tap this Boseiju, untap, untap. Copy Hanweir. Haste. So there's still 2 Titans attacking and it seems alright. Do you ever Boseiju in response to Leyline trigger? Well, rarely. Typically you just get 2 more lands if you wait. Dismember is a bit heavy in this matchup, but honestly I don't mind. Maybe don't need Forest number 3. And then I guess I'm on 62. Well, Forest is for tapping for green mana, but 3 Forest is too many Forest, I think. To replace, because if I board out Sagas, I have fewer lands, so you know, to have a few more lands, and Forest is alright against matchups where turn 1 Grazer is valuable, and it certainly is against Domain. I guess I'll keep Mountain. Imagine playing a Leyline of the Guild Pact just to go Mountain Ragavan. Kinda funny. But excellent to have Arboreal Grazer to block the Ragavan. Kavu. This one I'm dismembering. Looks like GG. Certainly looks pretty good, yeah. No play, that's crazy. Is opponent holding up consign or something? Something similar? Maybe some other counter magic, maybe just a Bowmaster, maybe just Leyline Minding. Syncopate. The Syncopate from the future. Which name of which I can't even remember. Consign? No, no consign, okay. Isn't Colossus a cut against a consign deck? You might cut it, yeah. It's not 1000% clear to me that Zoo brings Consign against Amulet. People sometimes do, sometimes don't. It doesn't make that much sense. It's not a great card actually, right? So also depends on their decision. And when you Mr. Beast in paper, do you actually draw the cards or do you just flip them off the top of your deck? So they had Consign. No, I actually draw them. But if I Colossus and I have like 5 lands in hand, instead of placing them one by one, I will just put 5 into play and draw 5 cards instantly. It makes opponents shit their pants. In your last 4 leagues, you played against 0 Eldrazi. Is it gone? Well, Eldrazi is a little bit of a fringe deck. I think the Eldrazi fear is a little bit overstated because the deck is fine, but it's like the level to which everybody seems to be running for consigns in their deck. You probably don't necessarily need that. But if you look at a random challenge, it's typically, you know, free Eldrazi's in top 32, which I guess is 10%, yeah. 2 amulets once again. What is with those hands today? Right, so we can perma lower music a little bit more. Test, 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 test. Sounds good. But I keep drawing double amulet lately. Rigged streamer hands to make people play gold leagues. True. That's what they're doing. Secluded Courtyard, naming Eldrazi, so... You were worried, chat. Probably should play a Gruul Turf in this spot, not a huge deal, but... Might be a no Saga game. Or like punishment for no Saga. Do I kill the Courtyard? How many basics can an Eldrazi deck that runs Secluded Courtyard run, right? Let's see. Is it Brute Scale? We'll see. Well, probably not. There's no reason for Brute Scale to run Secluded Courtyard. It's probably a deck that plays Eldrazi Temple, Eldrazi Linebreaker, Wastscape, Battle Mage, Soaring Mycospawn. What are gold leaks? O kurwa, ale się zrewanżował. Ty mi tak, to ja ci tak. No dobra, ziomuś. Nie ma sprawy. Chalice? Perma Saga trick, 2 card types, unfortunately. So, probably not happening this game. Should I hit the unclaimed territory? How many basics can they run? Like, not really more than 1, maybe 2. Let's save it. Exploracja. Saga. And I guess skip a land drop. No point in playing the lands out. Can't be mono G with unclaimed territory, right? Well, yeah, but they won't have basics of many colors, right? Because they have to fit the colorless lands and the colored lands. I'll show you, chat. They don't have a second basic. Kurwa, no ma. Kurwa, ma Foresta i górę, no nie. Okej. Okay. Niedobrze. Odd not seer. Joke is on you. Well, I guess the joke is on me, not on you. I don't know. Maybe there is no joke entirely. Seems like we suffer from no map again. Perhaps. Line breaker, I barely knew her. Definitely blocking the line breaker. Is this game about draw-step activations of Shifting Woodland? I don't have Delirium. Maybe at some point I will, but there's a good chance I never will. Remember when Cockring was legal in Amulet? It truly was a time. It also was a bit tricky because we just didn't play... Oh kurwa, Chalice on 0, actually relevant. We just didn't play as many Scapeshifts, which are also incredible. So it had upsides and downsides. Why did they Chalice on 1 before Chalicing on 0? Because they knew they will finally play a Flash Raker, and then it was beneficial for them to... I don't know. True, I guess if I draw Pact I can cast it. Not sure that would be good, but... Can't hurt to how I stop. Not casting Amulet. O kurwa, no tak, przecież mogę Amulet skastować. No to się w ogóle wyjebałem. Cast Amulet to turn Woodland into... Yeah, holy shit. Well, too bad. Can I join Titan finally? Scapeshift, something? Hanweir Battlements. Niedobrze. Ten potwór co robi? Wypierdala mi bułę niezłą? Zabija mnie. Niedobrze. Niedobrze, chat, niedobrze. Seems like we are actually losing to not having map. Well, I guess if I activated the Woodland, then I wouldn't. Because I would make an extra construct now and I can double block the Sire. Then block the Photon Seer, only take 2 damage. Dopiero next turn, because I can only... I have to enter my main phase to get the lore counter. So it wouldn't matter. If I just turn it into a Saga end of turn, it does nothing. Imagine this Explorer being Rumble. Okay, I am imagining. I would probably get to Delirium faster. Yeah, but Rumble doesn't find Scapeshot, which is one of the main reasons why I don't play it. Opponent should absolutely just attack with everybody. Absolutely everybody. Would I ever go back to playing Neoform again or not? Well, I would, yeah. Does this trample? It does. It also menaces. Okay. Why does it not die as it is a Saga with no counters? There is no rule that says that. No i kurwa, no Kozilek z komando? Nie. Rule Drifter? Zajebiście wymyśliłeś, ziomuś. But what you're saying is proof that they should fix the rules of Sagas. Wiadomo, że tutaj Titanic się czaił. Kind of a shameful game. We also blasted Boseiju for lulz. Chalice. Otawara seems alright. Dismember maybe, but not really. If they chalice my pacts, then it does make sense to run a GSZ. They play Ghost Quarter, but I probably can get away with just one forest. Alright, minus Cavern plus GSZ. That's all of the sideboarding I'm doing. They'll have 4 wastegapes. Probably true. But I'm also fine with that. No map took another victim. But I guess if I win the match, it's still fine. And I still don't need to add it. Should I even turn 1 Saga? I could make constructs by going Grazer Saga, then next turn Amulet Vestige. There could be a chalice on 1. That's probably more important. I can still make constructs next turn. I guess I can go Vestige, put in Forest, and then I can still make 2 constructs. Forest Grazer Vestige Amulet, that seems pretty bad to me. I don't mind getting my Grazer chalice. Alright, they just went Temple Pass. I don't really care enough about... No, actually I do, because playing Tolaria West is... It's a little bit of a fake land drop. I can't sacrifice it to Scapeshift. I can't sacrifice Tolaria West to Scapeshift. I will need to draw another green producing land anyways. I'll make a construct and I can make another one next turn, and then I have 2 4/4s. While my opponent still hasn't done anything. Making construct maybe was a bit weak to Wayscape Battlements, sure. To end of turn Kozilek's command. But I couldn't really play around that. Could I have? I guess I could have. I could go Vestige and then Grazer with the floated mana, and then end of turn make a construct. I should have done that, yeah. Belana, thank you very much for the sub. 69 months, holy shit. I can't Scapeshift this turn because of the Lotus Field in my hand. I guess not only because of that, but it's a problem, yeah. No point in attacking really. There is no way I win with construct damage this game. It's more QPs to go 3-1 in a prelim. You get 20 QPs for going 3-1 in a prelim, and you gain 12 for 5-0ing, so it's a huge difference. I guess I'll transmute my TOS. That's gonna be a bit awkward, but I'm missing mana to win with Scapeshift, just like that. Also, they are keeping up with Kozilek's commando to exile my graveyard cards. That would be a problem as well. And one of my Lotus Fields is in my hand, which reduces the amount of mana I can produce with a single land searched off a Scapeshift. So overall, it's gonna be a bit rough if my opponent Footnote Sears. Scry free top, o kurwa, niedobrze. 5, not 5, 5. Because spawn. I only have 1 forest in my deck, which may be a mistake. And my opponent can fetch a Ghost Quarter now, and that's gonna be a bit troublesome, I have to admit. Forestika szuka. Why? Another Wayscape Battle Mage? No nie, niedobrze. That's a crazy design, Belana. Torpor Orb. Should play the Otawara because I can draw Amulet or Spelunking, and in both of those situations I just appreciate extra mana from Vestige. Perhaps. Torpor Orb, I hardly what? Your message makes no sense, Barczek. Jak tam twój prelim w ogóle? Chrysalis nakurwia, rozkurwia, czy daje dupy? Niedobrze. Colossally Dreadmod, my opponent. They chose Eldrazi. An embarrassing loss might await us. If my opponent has spells in hand. If they don't, I guess I'm fine. They are casting a spell. 6? Ziomuś, kurwa, co ty kastujesz? 7? Dobra, no spierdalaj. Oh. Will it come down to map? Again? Do I actually have to add it back? There's kind of no point in summoning a... Saga third one. Eldrazi again, okay. Well, maybe Eldrazi. Maybe another Utopia Sprawl deck. Well, I don't want to draw a map. If I draw so many amulets, I will end up drawing them up, and that's really bad, Udaya. Turn 2, 4-drop. Wow. This is going to be a lengthy turn. Map, no cap. I think I might have one too many bounce lands in the deck. So that it would be the spot for map. Alright, opponent scooped. Basically my seventh bounce land is the map slot, or maybe the cavern is, really. It's kind of a nice combo to get to run map and cavern, but you know what, I've been convinced by all of those recent events. If you weren't to run more GSZ over ramp spells, and I guess like the chances that you actually end up needing map are even slimmer. Does anti-Neo Formless contain Gravedigger's Cage? It actually doesn't. Which which is nice. So opponent is on Eldrazi. If they play Magus of the Moon, I'll adjust for game 3, but don't really care. Basic Forest over the, like, it's a bit better at casting Scapeshift than the Cavern, so it's just a bit of a better land against Eldrazi. Think I can do better. The double Boseiju is a mood killer. Ale gówno. Probably 4, yeah. Sure. Seems better than a 3-card hand. Just need to draw an Amulet in the first 2 draw steps. Holy shit. Don't really want to let my opponent play Kozilek's Commando with X equals 1 bigger. Don't really feel the need to Boseiju anything. Could be that I kept a mono-colorless hand looking for a red source for Magus, and that would kill me. Nah, they're too busy playing Underground Mortuary instead. Talisman of Resistance. Don't cast removal. Oh, that's fine. Mulligan to 4, you die on turn 3. Any questions? Well, they Fairy Macabre, then they still lose, I think. I have a second Titan in my hand, so I'm not entirely sure what do you envision this Fairy Macabre doing. I guess they win if they Mindbreak Trap my Analyst. No, not even then. Yeah, I guess then they win, actually. We dodged whatever that was we were afraid of, Mindbreak Trap. Force of Despair doesn't work against the Analyst loop. Alright, can you get a second 4-1 in a day? I'll do a birthday meeting type party tomorrow. So don't want to play until 9 AM Magic the Gatherings. And I also need to do some prep today. What's that building in my shoulder? This? It's Lego Taj Mahal. Chancellor of the Tangle. Oh yeah. You should play the Amazing Commander Cube. It was the most miserable experience you had this week. Most miserable experience I had this week is probably not too bad after all, right? If you are on average a happy person. Where's my dispute now, nerd? I was hoping that people already stopped playing Neoform, but seems like Miharu Fuyomiya did not. Some like saying if the clocks were 2 hours each, he wasn't sure it would be enough time. Nice. I should play under Saga, but actually I shouldn't. Bonesland, Dupatam. Cavern of Souls, not even a cave, so nothing to save me. Wow, if I had a Boseiju I could stop it, but I don't. Mandrills, Chancellor pitched. Will opponent do the pro gamer move of surveilling? Or maybe they want to try to hit a consign off of their Atraxa? They might break, no shit, brother. I will let you know that I in fact am extremely knowledgeable about how Neoform works. But thank you for clarifying. Oh kurde. Chancellor. Is it a break or a hit? Bounce land. Oh, Boseiju, not too bad. Not fetching a survey land. Maybe just one in the deck. It's a bit of an anti-synergy with Chancellor. Oh, I guess if you have the... Yeah, you would want double green. Makes sense as well. Well, you might want to set up yourself to be able to top deck Eldritch Evolution over Surveil Wanting, where Eldritch Evolution is not a hit. So it actually makes sense, I think. No dawaj. Jeb, kurwa, Chancellor. Kill the Birthing Ritual. Today you learn that thing has Vigilance. It has Secret Reach as well. When it's like that, you don't actually know whether it has Reach or not. Because the abilities go from, in order from the first relevant to last relevant, kinda. So the top ability needs to reference the pre-game action, but it actually is only relevant then and not later. So it ends up working kind of funnily. Let's draw Otawara, that's good, yeah. We have Cavern on Giant. Don't even die to a consign. Canister wins. Okay, I like that. How are the Golden Leagues? They're pretty fun to play. The stakes high enough that I enjoy myself. You suggested a single Elim league. Interesting suggestion, Marquinsos. Normal leagues just don't do it anymore for me. Not exciting enough. Do I want to bring in Force of Vigor against a Birthing Ritual deck? If I were a Neoform gamer, I would actually just cut Birthing Ritual from my deck. How exciting could something you can do at any time be? Well, the exciting portion is 5-0ing, and you don't know if you will 5-0 or not until you begin playing. So it can actually be pretty exciting. I'll keep... Did I bring Vexing Bauble or did I forget? If I forgot, I'm cringe. No, I brought it in, it's fine. Good. Have you ever played a game of Magic with 200 play points on the line? What would be the highest amount of tickets you'd be willing to play for? Like, highest entry cost league? Would you play a 100 chest sealed league where the entry cost is 100 treasure chests? Special anniversary 100 ticket queue on Modo 3.0. I don't know anything about that. Birthing Ritual. Okay, I guess opponent is not getting Birthing Ritual, so I might keep Force of Vigor. For you, 100 PPs is enough. You still get nervous just because you suck ass at Modo. Yeah, but that's a you thing, right? 100 ticket, 1v1 with 200 payout. They weren't taking Irek? Holy fuck. Guess I can hit Boseiju, right? Did not. No challenge today, Da Vinci. No challenges. They missed. Consign. No. You miss Pentakill. Oh, Pentakill I don't like anymore. You miss Sunday morning vintaging. Sunday morning vintaging has been replaced by... Alright, Neoform, good matchup actually. Sunday morning vintaging has been replaced by Saturday morning challenging. Often, I guess. The 8 AM modern challenge on Saturday is pretty cool. Best matchup I've seen. I think it's a bad matchup, but honestly their deck is also a bit bad often, so... The Birthing Ritual build, probably worse against Titan than the alternatives as well.